Hi everyone. This is another video I'm doing in the same day here. Now this is the one that just happened. This is awesome. So I went to bed last night and I prayed very hard for God to reveal something to him. I asked him, please give me a message. Reveal something to me. So I just woke up and it's 7 in the morning. Ironically, one of God's numbers. And I want you to know, if you think you guys can interpret this in another way, go ahead. I would love to hear your comments. But this is what happened in this dream. I was driving with two of my daughters, and we just drove right into a field in the middle of nowhere. Like literally drove in the middle of a field, and there was a apple vineyard in the middle of nowhere. So we walk out, and I mean, these apples were huge, and there was cucumbers and tomatoes and grapes, and nothing was rotting. Like all of them were of different shades of, from when it's not ready to completely ripe. There was no bug bites. There was no defection or any defects in these apples at all, in the tomatoes and the cucumbers. And I saw a lot of different fruits and vegetables. And as I'm walking around, I come across this man, a bearded man like me, a very, very handsome guy. And he was like the caretaker. And I said, oh, wow, why do you guys have your field way in the middle of a farmer's field? And for those who know me, I love to read and watch documentaries and all sorts of stuff. And I thought for sure he was going to give me this whole GMO talk, that we have to go a kilometer away from everything so that we're not affected by GMOs and spraying. And I didn't really know where it was going. But he's like, no, no, this is just a garden of faith, and those who want it will come. And I didn't understand, so we kept walking. And my youngest, in real life, actually has a gift of prophecy, in my opinion. She tells me about how she sees things before they happen. And she's like, Dad, I saw this garden and I saw that there's going to be a room for books and movies. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Because we're in the middle of a farmer's field where there's like a tree vineyard. She goes, come, look, I'll show you. And sure enough, we turn around the corner and there's like a kind of a glassed greenhouse. We walk in and sure enough, there's a little library of books and there was movies, and we're looking through it, and I was really shocked. Like, how did my daughter know this? But she's only 10 years old, so she's pure of heart. Whatever she sees or is revealed to her, she knows is there. So we're walking around, and again, I run into another person, and this time it's an older lady, very tall. Like I'm 6'4", 6'5", okay, about 6'4" and a half. And there was a lady that was my height, but very dainty, very beautiful. Could have passed as a model, but this woman was in her 60s, 70s. And when I say she was beautiful, I mean she was beautiful, almost like angelic. Could have been angelic. So I'm walking around, and in this dream, I had no concept of what season it was, but let's just say it was fall. And I'm asking her, wow, you have beautiful, beautiful garden here. And I said, how do you suppose to sell these? You're kind of far off the beaten path here. Like most people that have driven in a farmer's field know the little goat paths. Like we were quite a ways off the road, like about a half a mile. And she's like, oh, I have no problem. They'll come and those who want it will come and get it. It's the fruits of how did she say that? Not the first fruits, but she kind of suggested like they were good fruit. And in my dream, before I woke up, it dawned on me. In the Old Testament, for those who have read it, you know that God's sacrifices are always the best. He always gives the firstborn without defect, or you always offer from your fields or whatever the first fruit that are without defect. And I was putting it together in my mind, like, wait a minute, there's nothing here with a defect. And I said, what are the movies and the books for? And she's like, oh, if anyone wants to come and they want to learn, they can. And then it dawned on me, think of the book of knowledge, the tree of knowledge, the Garden of Eden. Everything was perfect. And just like, I mean, instantly I woke up and I'm like, okay, what just happened? And then it dawned on me, this actually might not be the Garden of Eden, or maybe it is, but those who would come are believers of Christ or God. And I'm like, that makes so much sense. So, and then I got all excited because I realized what the dream was about. And I laid back down. I shut my eyes. Like, oh my God, go back to my dream. Go back to my dream. I was instantly back in my dream. So now I'm like, okay, well, I got to go tell others, representing, like, spreading the gospel. And it was awesome. Like, it was awesome. I couldn't find my car, but I absolutely wanted to go tell people. And then I look off in the distance and I see hundreds of people coming. So I guess maybe this dream is about seeking God and finding Him. True believers, the sheep will follow the shepherd, or they'll find him. And the true believers walking the small beaten path will make it there if you believe in God. People, this is another pre-rapture dream, in my opinion, saying, prepare yourself and you will go to heaven. Anyway, I hope this is insightful to some of you. For me, I'm totally excited. I think it's awesome. Anyway, so I'll talk to you guys later. Please share this video, and I love you, and have a great day. Bye.